Hi, I'm Jim Flauaus. I prepare hundreds of tax returns for real estate agents and brokers every tax season. And at this time of year in January, I get a lot of questions, the same questions, dozens of them. So I thought I'd sit down and just quickly share with you answers to basic questions on how to prepare for tax season. This will save you time and save you money. So here's where we get started. The first question I get, what do I need? What do I need to get together to get started? Well, of course, you need a 1099 from your broker, but you should also get an account statement from your broker stating by every transaction for the calendar year what your commission was gross, what the broker split was, what your commission was net, and then all the other expenses that they hit you for as a broker. Tech fees, admin fees, maybe co-op advertising fees, fees for signs. If you don't get this statement, you can miss out on a lot of legal deductions and pay too much in taxes that you shouldn't have to be paying. Also, watch your mailbox in January. You get a lot of 1098s, 1099s, W-2s. Get all those together. And then finally, add up all of your business expenses by category. There's over 50 categories that a realtor can deduct taxes for. Subcontractor expense, auto expense, office supplies. It goes on and on. I've done a video on YouTube with over 50 expense categories realtors can use to deduct when they file their taxes and save on taxes. What's deductible? Though there are 50 different expense categories, the big four are your auto expenses, your dues and memberships that you pay to MLS or Realtors Association or networking groups, the fees you pay to your broker. I call these generally your office fees, or if you work from home, your office and home expense. And then finally, advertising costs like lead generation, social media, website design, website hosting, printing, postage, and so on. Next question people ask, which form do you file? 80% of you will file your business taxes on your Form 1040. It's a Schedule C. It's just part of your individual tax return. And if you have a single member LLC or you're a sole proprietor, that's where you file. But if you have a formal entity structure like a multi-member LLC or an S Corp or a C Corp, then you will file a separate tax form, a 1065 or an 1120, depending on what entity you have. Who should prepare your return? Well, this is kind of like the for sale by owner, right? Hey, this is easy. I can do it myself. You know all of the hidden problems of selling a home, and most homeowners don't. So they try to go on their own. They, of course, don't then have access to thousands of dollars in advice that you can bring them as a professional. You can be that guy. Just file your tax return yourself, or you can tap a professional. And the benefit to you there is if someone such as myself who specializes in helping self-employed taxpayers, we can make sure you capture every legal deduction, legal loophole, tax credit, every proactive strategy to make sure you're not overpaying on the taxes that you don't have to be paying. You can pay hundreds to a tax preparer, but typically it'll save you thousands. What's the filing deadline? For most of you, April 15th. For the rest of you who have a formal business entity, March 15th. Mark that deadline, March 15th, because if you miss that deadline, you can be subject to up to $950 in late filing penalties per month. Yeah, per month. Big deal to get it filed on time. Should you file an extension? You could file an extension. It will extend your time to file by 6 months. Should you file if you don't have the money? It's far more important that you file on time, actually, than you pay on time. Not filing is a criminal offense. Not paying, not a criminal offense. No one's going to come up your driveway to arrest you for not paying your taxes. But do realize it's that an extension to file is not an extension to pay. So if you extend your taxes to, let's say, get yourself a October 15th extension deadline, realize that you can file by then and meet the filing deadline, but the taxes that were due April 15th were still due April 15th, not October 15th, and so you'll now pay failure to pay penalties for not paying by the filing deadline. Very important, anchor on this, very important to file on time, even if you can't afford to do so. If you have questions or need help preparing your return, or you owe some back taxes, or maybe you have 2 or 3 years of returns you haven't filed, we can help you with all of that. Here's where you can contact me. Here's my contact information. Be glad to help you. Also, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the notification bell so that as I come up with future helpful videos, you will be notified and be able to take advantage of those strategies. I'm Jim Flauaus. That's it for this time. Until next time, so long.